All right, welcome to the Denison University post-game presser for round 3 of the NCAA Division III Men's Lacrosse Tournament here at Denison University following their game against the University of Lynchburg. Start with an introduction by the players, and Coach, if you want to give an opening statement.
I'm Will Kenney, senior.
Ethan Tyack, also a senior.
Yeah, I mean, our guys played hard. I mean, that's been if there's been a trademark about us this year, it's been our guts, been our grit, guys playing to the bitter end. I think unfortunately today we gave a good team a little too big of a lead, and we battled back. Guys fought hard the whole game, but just a little too high of a hill to overcome.
So I'll go to the players. Just talk a little bit about what was the approach kind of coming in today, what were you trying to take away, knowing what Lynchburg does well, and what did they do well to combat what we were trying to do?
Yeah, I'll start. I mean, they have a strong defense, definitely, and they're good at getting it up and out, so stopping their transition was definitely a big part of our game. And they have some studs on offense for sure that able to get in the middle of the field. I mean, we tried our best to take it away. Archer made some good stops, except some bounces didn't go our way, and their goalies stayed on their head today.
We came in kind of ready to play our game of ball, keep it simple. Lynchburg's a great team, so are we, and we just kind of made some early mistakes that they were able to capitalize on, and then unfortunately kind of dug us in a hole that we weren't able to kind of climb out of.
Okay. Any other questions at the moment?
So obviously, you both are seniors. What does it mean to you guys to be able to represent Denison at a high level for these past 4 years?
It means everything. I mean, that's when you come here to a program like Denison, it's to play in these games. Obviously, the losses hurt, the wins are sweet, but you don't come here to not make the NCAA tournament, to not win the NCAC, and you come here to play these games and play at this high of a level, and sometimes you end up on the wrong end of the stick.
Yeah, and to also build up on that, it's about the people as well. I made some of my best friends in the world, like Ethan and Grant Maiden, my fellow captains. They're also my roommates, and some of my best friends that are going to be in my wedding. I mean, not the ending that I wanted to my Denison career, except I wouldn't have asked for it any other way.
And just to piggyback off of that, final game here for the lacrosse program at Deeds Field Piper Stadium. You played all 4 years there. What does that mean to you? Do you guys kind of have that final game and send Deeds off?
Well, I mean, I guess it's cool in the sense that we were the final class to kind of cap off I'd say a pretty good year here on the Hill. And I know a lot of the guys are excited for the new stadium, but I know our senior class is glad we were able to end up here, finish on in Piper Stadium. Wish we were able to cap it off with a win, but I mean, I know every single day the senior class came here these 4 years, busting their butts on that field and practicing in all the games there. So we'll definitely miss it.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome ending my career on such a legendary field that so many memories have happened on, except I'm looking forward to coming back years to come during alumni weekend and watching the Big Red take teams on and beat them on the new Kinzel field.
And Coach Koch, second year for you. What does this senior class, now that you've had a couple years under your belt at Denison, mean to you, and what legacy do they leave for the program moving forward?
I think my biggest takeaway is I wish I could have coached them for 4 years. Just an awesome group. When we sat down and talked after last season ended, one of the things we talked about was team chemistry, and because as I see it, every great program, every program that's going to make a run this time of year, like it's just a locker room that guys that love each other, right? And I think that's top down, right? You show up in the freezing cold in January, like you show up when it's 80 degrees on a random April day, and you go as hard as you can in practice because you want these guys to have at least one more day, right? That's what we're fighting for. Because at the end of the day, that's what, we were all there, right? I was that guy at one point. I think the perspective is tough to grasp for young guys, but freshmen are going to be there at some point, and it goes by really fast. Like Will said, one of the things, these guys are going to be each other's weddings, like best men, groomsmen, godfathers, each other's children. Like those are the bonds that we're creating here. And this senior class, just from the jump, created a locker room where everybody was equal, everybody felt welcome. Really a a culture building year off the field, and then when you can compile, 17 wins, the way we, an NCAC, conference tournament, like all of that is it's not icing on the cake, but it makes it all the more sweeter because you're doing it with good people that do it the right way. So if I had one wish at this point, I wish I could have another year with them.
Just did the math a little bit, so you guys set a program record for assists this year as a team by 2. Also a program record for face-off win percentage, one of the best face-off teams in the country all year. What do you think those 2 things says about, you all as a team?
Well, the assist is just, I think, the culture here that I know us 4 seniors have tried to create just unselfishness, and it doesn't matter who puts the ball in the biscuit. It's got to be someone in a red or white jersey. And the face-off unit, we got 3 guys who all are McLean, Wadsworth, and Larson are all committed, and that's all a lot of the credit due to Coach Bartlett. She really is very good at what she does. She understands the X like something nobody I've ever seen, and they grind. They're an odd bunch, but they're pretty effective. They're a good group of guys.
Yeah, and as he said, us having the most assists in Denison program history, that speaks to this team. Everyone loves each other. Everyone wants to see the other guy succeed. So willing to give that one more pass to see your buddy score is a little bit more rewarding. So it's pretty cool to hear that stat.
Any other questions? Great. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.